The way it really started was kind of a best practices sharing session that Lisa Rice, the president of our organization, was involved with throughout the state. And so she heard a lot of different pieces and thought, well, this would be nice, and then this would be nice, and then it started to kind of snowball.
We went out and looked at some of the best practices that several different models were using, both here in the state of Florida and outside the state of Florida. Probably the biggest one for me was the community-based approach to services. That really was an aha moment for us, because what you have is different communities put together, like a medical community, where you have workers that deal only with people looking for positions in the medical field.
The communities being healthcare and professional, manufacturing, construction, and transportation. Then we also have aerospace and the general community. The general community encompasses all of the industries that are not within the top three that I just talked about.
And so these teams are dedicated to specific industry sectors. And so by having them close in proximity to each other, you're creating that team environment and a faster exchange of knowledge between them.
So in fact, you have a community of subject matter experts that can better advise the customer, that in turn are sending better placements, better referrals, better resumes to the employer.
It is definitely a better environment. The old environment with the cubicle, everybody had a solo work environment. Now we're talking, we're brainstorming, we're tossing ideas about.
It's like a one-stop center. Everything is right here. Resources, staff, people to answer questions, and it's all accessible.
And the job seekers are starting to understand this. They're starting to see that when we come back with information, they're now doing some of the research, labor market information, who has a bright future, what kind of careers, and what kind of certifications or education they're going to need in order to play in that job market.
The biggest thrust is really working with the employers, making sure that they get the talent that they need when they need it.
The more we know about an individual industry or a business, the better it is for us to find applicants.
They're further charged to understand and identify really what the needs are, not just of that business, but of that industry sector as well, and to bring this information back of what's going on within this business and what's going on within this sector to that team for that exchange of information.
In the manufacturing department, there's been a huge difference. People are more accustomed to coming up. We talk to them, we introduce ourselves to them. We know everybody who walks into our community. We're making relationships with them. We're making relationships with the employers. So we're right in the middle of where we need to be to make a good placement.
Population may come from a different background, but the needs are the same. People need a job, people need to work, people need to be trained. And so everyone, the goals are the same here. No matter what community we belong to, the goal is to get people back to work.